All right, the Dutchmen take the field for their final huddle. Shen is on the field in position, ready to go, with Noah Farrow positioned to knock it back to his team to start it off. Starting in goal for the Dutchmen is Aaron Ashry, Nick Honan, and Adam Kucher in the center back. Adam took a little bit of a tumble against Saratoga, but looks like he's back and ready for action. Marco Cicchetti and Ryan Eddy, the outside backs. Dan DeMillion holding midfielder. Ready to go.
And here we go.
Long ball over the top. They send Jalen Sykes to get it. Nick Honan there with the ball. Pass forward. And Evan gets it. Moving it around through Adam Kucher, who keeps possession, hits it up to Michael Frigioletto. Number 16 takes it back through Friggs. Takes him down. Aaron Ashley collects the ball.
Asher again set to kick, and he does so right to center. Knocked up in the air, and it's collected by Chris Frigioletto. Frigioletto, sorry.
Dan DeMillion hits the ball back up. In the middle, Alex Mendel right on it. Shot.
And that's scooped up by Greg Monroe.
First shot on goal of the game goes to the Dutchman. Alex Mendel looks like he is the lone striker up top, chasing around and harassing Shen's defense. Adam Kucher steps up to Jalen, takes the ball away, goes right through the middle, finds Alex Mendel as Adam continues his run.
Ford lost track of it for a moment there, and now back in possession of Shen.
Nick Honan intercepts the ball as Adam Kucher comes back into position. Alex Mendel tracks it down.
Jim Alexander with it for Shenandoah. Knocked down.
Dan DeMullen takes it back.
Picked off. Brandon Ford gives it back.
Nick Honan, ball over the top off to the side to Evan. Ryan Eddy with possession. Finds Ruben Chen, who connects with Evan on the side. Alex Mendel off to the side. Dutchman flooding the box. Cross in to Ford. Ford shot blocked.
And no rebound will be made.
Marco Cicchetti grabs the clearance, sends it back in. Evan chases after it, but
Alex Bruno gets to it first. Headed down and played by Noah Faro. Or for Nick Coconuts. Ethan Brunel kicks it up.
Ball over the top. Jalen runs it down. Adam Kucher, great position on the ball, clears it up and out.
And that's out of play. That'll be a throw-in for Shenandoah. And it will be Ethan Bahan doing the honors.
Ball off Chris Frigioletto, but Bahan goes into the box, driving down to the goal line. Aaron Ashley collects it, but doesn't matter. The ball went over the goal line, and Aaron prepares for the first goal kick of the game. Aaron waits for his team to push forward, gets set up.
Ashery kicks it up center. Knocked down by a Shenandoah player. Noah Faro now with it.
Nick Honan closes down the ball in front of Jalen Sykes.
That's kicked out of play. That'll be a throw-in for Shenandoah.
Looks like a member, Will Carmichael of the Red Sea, acting as the ball boy for right now. Nick Honan again stepping up on Sykes. Now Honan has been on Sykes right on his back the whole game. You wonder if his specific position of the game was just to guard Sykes.
Played all the way back to Greg Monroe.
Ruben Chen pushing up to close it down. Retreats back as Alex Mendel takes his place. Shen pushing up. Closed down by Ford. Forces the long ball, which is intercepted by Ryan Eddy.
And
Off Shen.
Out of play, throw in for the Dutchman.
Long throw by Eddie up to Alex Mendel. Off of Shen. Gilderlin retains the ball. Ranetti only looking ahead. Long throw to Mendel once more. Again, out by Shen. Let's see if Ranetti can use his long throw and put it in the box to set up a great play for Gilderlin.
A lot of throw-ins right now. But some good defense by Shenendahoa. Big
throw
throw
into the box, knocked down, easily collected by Monroe, who wheels it out to his play to push the tempo and get moving.
It's Ethan Brunel now up for Jalen Sykes. As there's a Gillen player down.
Looks like Adam Kuchar took another tumble, but he is walking it off. No one can push him down. I mean, he's been going to the gym all week long, and you can really tell. Marco Cicchetti takes possession, hits it up, intercepted by Shen.
Over for Noah Faro. Intercepted, though, by Gilderlin. Alex Mendel fighting for it.
Alex Mendel deep to get possession of that ball, but Nick Honan going up, center back, pushing all the way up to take Mendel's position as Mendel gets up from the ground.
Jim Alexander over for Ethan Bahan, who kicks it up. Headed, though, by Gilderlin.
Marco Cicchetti with the ball again, and he finds Mendel, who tracks back. Ooh, Mendel tried to play it back to Cicchetti, but the square ball was easily picked off by Shen. Alex faked out, but Gilderlin take the ball back through Brendan Ford, who battles for it. Alex Mendel coming in to help out, but it takes Nick Honan to kick it back to Shen's defense.
Jim Alexander over back for Ethan Bahan. Bahan waits, fakes, and kicks it over.
Bahan finds his player in the middle to take it up. Distribute out wide. Ryan Eddy there to close it down on Faro.
Faro with a misplay there.
Cross and easily into the hands of Aaron Ashery as he backtracked into his own net.
Great save. And now he's going to kick it up center. And he does so very high in the air.
Big punt. Almost past the center circle.
Up by Alexander. Over for Brunel. Back up for Nick Kokenides. Nick Evans now. Advances up for Jalen Sykes.
Jalen Sykes
trips
going
over.
with it. Big tackle by Nick Honan. Does not go for a foul. Ref says it's clean. Ball played up towards Alex Mendel, but he cannot get it.
Jim Alexander back in his own end as he gets it over.
Shen pushes up the field.
So coming up, intercepted though.
Honan is playing really advanced for his position.
Kicked all the way down, and it will go over the goal line. It'll be a goal kick for the Dutchman. Aaron Ashery will get set.
Dutchmen taking their time to collect themselves, work their way up the field. And big kick by Ashery all the way up to midfield, where about 6 players attempt to get the ball. Ball eventually played through back to Monroe in goal. Brendan Ford pressures him, but he easily finds his center back, who plays it up the field to Sykes. Nick Honan once again there to challenge for the ball, and Ryan Eddy takes possession.
Some great defense here by the Dutchman.
Oh, what a save by Evan to keep it in bounds.
Ethan Brunel knocks it up for Shenendahoa.
Ball out wide over the top. Ryan Eddy there to clear it out, give the Dutchmen some time to collect themselves, mark up, and get ready for a potentially dangerous play by Shenendahoa. Goes out for a Dutchman goal kick once again. Very well defended.
Ashery will get set. And here he goes.
Ball played shallower and out wide. Falls back to Adam Kuchar, who is pressured by Sykes and is forced to kick it out of bounds. But Dutchmen keep possession with the throw-in through Marco Cicchetti.
It's a nice header there by Ethan Brunel of Shenendehowa as Jalen Sykes loses it to Couture. Now Casey Tynan has intercepted. And now Nick Evans getting free.
Evans shimmies around the Dutchman, but in the end it is well blocked by Gilderlin and falls to Ashley's feet, who takes his time to pick it up until Sykes pressures him.
Looked like he had some words for somebody there.
Of course, Aaron Ashley barking orders at his defense to keep them in line. Ball collected by Monroe, who throws it across his own goal box towards his center back, who has the room to carry it up the field. Finds Farrow in the middle, who takes it up more. Splits Gilderlin's defense. Nick Honan there, though, to block off the Shenendehowa advancing player.
Great save by Ashery, too.
Honan was fouled first, but a great defensive effort all in all throughout the whole team.
Owen's getting up. It appears to be all right. Looked like he may have taken a hard hit there.
Yeah, Honan seemed to having a slight limp, but walks up the field. Ball played out wide. Taken back by Farrow. Ryan Eddy plays it out of bounds, so the Dutchmen can drop back and collect themselves. Sykes heads it back to off a Gilderlin player, who Shen throws it into.
Nick Koken is over for Jim Alexander, who launches
Ball
it
played
way up.
over the top. Aaron Ashery out to get there. No bounce, who plays it up the middle. No one but Gilderlin in space there. Dan DeMillen gets the ball in the middle of the field. This is one of the... Dan has not seen too much of the ball in the center of the park, but distributes it very well out to Evan on the outside, who keeps on cutting in the middle. Evan takes a tumble, and Shen take the ball back. Not for long if Honan has anything to say about it.
Big hit there.
Tynan goes up a player, twice his size, but that does not stop him.
Brandon Ford has that pass intercepted. Jim Alexander regains possession for Shenendehowa. Greg Monroe will kick it up.
Up to Farrow, who will collect the ball, dribble up a bit, and try and go around Gilderlin's defense. Ryan Eddy there, though, to kick it out of bounds and play it safe. Ball played into Sykes, who turns, keeps possession, plays it back to Jackson.
Ethan Bahan regains possession from Burnell. Now Nick Kokenides.
Ball played over the top out wide. Shen keep possession in Gilderlin's box. Chips it
Evans
into the
with a
middle.
shot.
Header over the goal. That was a close one for the Dutchman. And our fine athletics trainer, Kate, grabbing the ball for Aaron Ashery.
Lucky she didn't run it over. And Ashery will have another goal kick. That's the best scoring opportunity so far for either side.
And Ashery, not quite on the goal box. Referee doesn't say anything about it, so we'll play on. Shallow kick, though. Sykes gets it. Honan goes to shut him down, blocks the pass, stays with him, gets the ball back, plays it up towards Brendan Ford, but it is intercepted by Cockenides. Marco Cicchetti gets the ball, and again back to Cockenides. Brendan Ford shutting down the defense. Casey Tynan almost intercepted, forces Shen to just kick it away towards Dan DeMullen, who gathers the ball, plays it out towards Alex Mendel, who mishandles it, falls back towards Shen and Cockenides. Casey Tynan tracking back, easy interception for him. Plays it up towards Ford, once again intercepted, but Ruben Chen gets the ball back.
He gets hit there by Brunel, and now a whistle.
Whistle on the play. This is a great set piece opportunity for Guilderland in an advanced position as the Dutchmen file into the box. Dan DeMeulen goes to the ball to set it up. Dutchman going towards the far post. Looking for a great service from Dan to hopefully head one home for the game opener. Dan DeMeulen sets up, arm in the air, players running. Great ball in towards the back of the goal, but Monroe comes out to collect it with a dive.
Great save.
Monroe does not wait for his team to get up. He kicks it very far ahead looking for Sykes, but Adam Kuchar there to head it back. And Evan gets the ball, loses it. Ball played through towards Sykes. Again, intercepted by Honan. Dan DeMeulen with the ball. Looking to find Eddie out wide, but unfortunately plays it out of bounds.
Great opportunities for both sides here in the first half, but no team has been able to convert just yet.
Sykes with the ball. Around Honan, but only falls to DeMeulen, who boots it up the field. Brendan Ford chasing after it, closing down Shenendaho's defense, but they are able to play it through and find the open man. Ruben Chen advances.
Sykes with a nice block. He gets over for Noah Faro. Faro for Evans. Now intercepted.
Ooh. Handling there by Ryan Eddy. The ref says no. His arm was on his body in a natural position.
High in the air.
Oh, ball played way into the parking lot as a car drives by. Ryan Eddy looks towards the bench for another ball, gets one, and is ready to play it out. Andrew Checkeye checking in for Ruben Chen, who comes out for the Dutchman after running around a lot to close down Shen's defense. Ball played over the top. Friguletto turns the corner. No, Mendel, sorry, turns the corner to play it in. Collected by Monroe in traffic. Sykes with the ball, flicks it through. No one there to get it. Sykes wants to get his own through ball. Played back to Aaron Asher, who boots it out well beyond midfield.
Nick Cockenide's up for Nick Evans. Evans plays it into the zone, rushing in, and he's intercepted by Nick Honan, who gets knocked over. Now Brandon Ford with the ball for the Dutchman.
Ryan
Ford
Eddy
rushing
seemingly just a clearance attempt. Falls to Brendan Ford, who gets a shot on goal.
But Monroe makes a nice save. That goes over the head of Tynan. And Brunel over for Behan, now intercepted, but still in possession. Jim Alexander. He'll kick it up.
And out of bounds.
Right near the Dutchman bench. Marco Cicchetti will...
Ryan Sanders subbing in for Ryan Eddy. Of course, Sanders has a height advantage over many players, and his fitness is really up there. Sanders pinching into the middle as the thrown is all the way over on the side. Marco plays the ball up towards Ford, who collects it, plays it down the line. Andrew Checkeye trying to keep it in. Does not look like he'll be able to. Shen keep the ball. Quick throw into the middle for Greg Monroe, who collects it with his feet, switches the field, and finds his own defenseman. Shen bring it up. Sykes lays it back, and ball played through to Evans. Sanders there to try and block it. Is stopped. Blocked by Adam Kuchar, preventing the ball from going into the middle of the goal box.
Evans with some nice moves here in front.
Oh, Evan goes down in the box. Shen appealing for a penalty, but the ref will not give one. Brendan Ford bursting forward with his great speed and athleticism. Shen pokes it away. Ford is still after it. And ball goes out of bounds for a goal kick.
What a rush by Brandon Ford. Great speed. But it results in a goal kick as the ball went over the line.
Now, I believe this is Greg Monroe's first goal kick of the game. He takes quite the approach, but boots it way forward, about to midfield. Marco Cicchetti challenging for the ball. Dan Dumoulin comes back to help out. Ball ultimately falls to Casey Tynan, though,
And
who
he
gets tripped up.
That's a foul.
Dan Dumoulin looking for the ball. Will this be a big service from so far back? Looks that way. The Dutchmen flood forward to the edge of the 18. Marco Cicchetti waiting about in the middle of the field, and he goes up. Sanders going up as well. They could use his height up there in the box. Dumoulin takes a second, waits for his team to get ready. Think about the weight he has to put on the ball. Dumoulin's hand goes up, and he plays it very far forward into the box, headed away by Shen. And collected by Evans, who comes bursting forward. Stopped by Honan. And the ball falls to Andrew Chekai, who looks for Frigueletto on the outside but cannot find him.
Ethan Brunel now coming in, and he's stopped by Adam Kucher.
A number of defenders closed him down there. Tynan carrying the ball up as Coach Canali screams for his team to get up. Ball headed away by Shen and then cleared up, falls to Marcus Cicchetti, who has plenty of time to collect it and find Alex Mendel. Mendel playing down the line, Ford to get it, cuts back, plays the ball into the middle. Who is there? Looks like Frigueletto. Frigueletto challenging for the ball. Can't keep up as the ball is played away from him towards Gold. Alex Mendel gets the ball back, really harassing Shen's defense there.
Shen gets it back. Brunel knocks it up.
Ball over the top falls to Sykes. Aaron Ashery comes out to try and pressure him. It looks like it tips off of Ashery.
The Sykes, their little Summers all over him.
Yeah, but, you know, they high-fived in the end. It's good to see such great sportsmanship and such an intense competition between the big striker and the wonderful goalkeeper. Shen set up for the corner.
Faro knocks up in the air.
Service into the box, headed down and wide around the goal. Referee says goal kick, but Shen argued that it went off of Ashery, who dove down to his right.
That was very close.
Shen's best chances have come off the head and crosses into the box. Guilderland are really stopping, coming down the middle.
Great defense by the Dutchman so far in this one.
Aaron Ashery plays it low, but it trickles through to Frigueletto, who tries to dribble through a Shen player. He finds Mendel, who bursts down the sideline, cuts inside around a sliding Shenandoah Hoa player, falls to Brendan Ford, who loses it.
Another good scoring chance now. Chris
Ball
Frigueletto
stolen.
knocks it
Through
up.
ball on offsides on Brendan Ford, who does not like the call at all. Greg Monroe hugs the ball safely in his arms and sets it down for the kick.
Slowly going up, Monroe kicks it high.
Marco Cicchetti heads it back towards his defender, Adam Kucher, who plays the ball up with the inside of his foot. Dan Dumoulin miscontrols it, falls out wide. Shen take possession. Ball goes to Sykes. Kucher right on him. And a foul on Shen. Sykes saying, what is happening right now? But Kucher is glad to keep the ball and give his team the chance to push forward.
Sykes still disputing the call.
Kucher plays it short, wants his team to take possession as Nick Honan dribbles it up, finds Dan Dumoulin, who finds Marcus Cicchetti on the outside, takes it up, plays it up to Brendan Ford, picked off from him, played towards Sykes, but again, Adam Kucher there. Brendan Ford grabs the ball. A little miscommunication between Chekai and Ford, and Shen wind up with the ball.
Jim Alexander back for Shen. Waiting.
It looks like Ford is pretty tired after all the runs he's been making.
Ethan Bahan over for Ethan Brunel. Now Jalen Sykes trying to get around Kocher. Sorry.
Honan gets the ball, finds Shiketti out wide. Ball poked away from him.
Jim Alexander back for goalkeeper Greg Monroe.
Monroe switches it out wide. Shen bring it up the side, plays it into the middle towards Cockenides, who keeps the ball, dribbles it a bit more, finds his outside back.
Ethan Bahan over for Alexander.
Again, Shen just knocking it around in the back. Dutchman closing out all advancing passing lanes right now. Until they find Sykes, who finds Farrow running through, back to Sykes. Sykes cannot reach it, ball falls to Marco Shiketti, who plays it up the middle towards Brendan Ford.
Alexander was all over him.
Farrow with the ball, plays a through ball, miscommunication with his own player. No one around Ashley to collect it. Ashley will take his time, keep it at his feet, pick it up, waiting for his place to advance forward, waiting for Nick Honan to tie his shoe. Double knot that Honan.
Ashery knocks it way into the zone. Tynan after it.
Oh, Tynan blocking the ball. He will not leave Shen's defense alone.
However, Shen will get the throw in as the ball went off of Tynan.
Shen superstar Sykes subbed out for senior Aiden May.
Ford and Tynan are coming out.
They put in a great performance. You can tell Ford is a little tired after all this running in this extreme heat, despite his incredible fitness. Ball falls to Tynan, but poked away. Ball played over the top.
Aaron Ashery rushing out of his...
Outside his box. Shen appeal for a handball, but the ref will not give it.
Wow. Great rushes so far.
Ball played back to keep possession. Alexander has it.
Oh, nice play as he got around
Arnav
there.
Cannon.
Alexander as Shiketti will kick it out.
Yeah, he plays it safe. He had a lot of pressure coming onto him. But Shen now have a deep throw in.
Ethan Brunel as the honors end's kicked back out again.
Adam Kuchar says, you can throw it this far, I can kick it even farther. Ball played in. And Nick
Mendel
Honan.
hit the referee
yeah.
there.
Alex Mendel. What are the chances that that was intentional? Ball played back. Played in towards Aiden, who's in the box. Adam Kuchar prevents the cross from happening.
That kicked out by Honan, but stays in. Tynan.
Tynan with the ball off the Shen player, even though Tynan took a little bit of a hit. Dutchman can slow it down, work their way up the field. Shiketti walking into place. Cannon is open right in the middle of the field if Shiketti can find him.
12:15 to go here in the first half. No score yet.
Ball comes to Dan Dumoulin in the middle, who collects it with his chest and plays it forward for the running Danny Tijan. Two players on Alexander, who plays it back to Monroe. Arnav Cannon pressuring him, but Monroe successfully gets the ball all the way up to midfield. Adam Kuchar plays it back. Cheka gets it in the middle, falls to Chen, who plays a through ball to Cannon, who was not on the same page. Cannon pressuring, cut back, and field is switched by Shen.
Jim Alexander now with it. He kicks it up, headed but still in the possession of Shen. Kicked forward for
Farrow.
Noah Farrow. Farrow with it at center. He gives it off for Nick Cockenides. Now back for Cockenides. He plays it towards the line for Ethan Bahan, but it's intercepted. And now kicked forward again by Shen.
Shiketti just one touch too more as the ball is played back. Possession falls to Adam Kuchar, who finds Danny Tijan, tries to spin up the line, and finds his own player. Give and go with Dan Demulin down the line to play it up, but ultimately intercepted by Alexander, who has been seeing a lot of the ball this game. Dan Demulin, heavy challenge, and the refs do not like that at all. Ball will be placed in about the center circle. Shen moving forward for the set piece, and looks like Alexander is going to play this ball in. Now, I don't have a photographic memory, but yes, the foul did occur much farther back. Ball played short to outside back, Ethan Bahan, who carries it up the field. Cross in, does not even go into the box, but headed in. Aaron Ashry collects, keeps it at his feet, waits for some pressure from Shen, takes his time, and as May comes onto him, Ashry picks it up and gets ready to boot it up the field. What a punt that is. Across the field, falls to a Shenendehoa player who tries to split some pair of Dutchmen. Does so, but ball taken back.
Nick Honan knocks it up for
Arnav Cannon through ball to Evan, who plays it into the middle and over everyone and over the goal line. Goal kick Shen.
That's a lot of lines there. And Greg Monroe, sorry about that, will do the goal kick for Shen. So he gets set.
Tries to get some shade in his own goal, but unfortunately the net has holes and the sun can get through.
Very unfortunate.
Two Dutchman players close down the ball. Falls to Ryan Eddy, but he coughs it back up. Looks like Ryan Eddy took out Marco Cicchetti.
Noah Faro for Alex Bruno.
Ryan Eddy
back.
play. Oh, yes.
Sorry. Faro now.
Faro,
Shoots.
long shot, way over the goal.
Nowhere near any of the net.
Ryan Eddy playing on the opposite side of the field that he started, but he really is great with both feet and can play on either side of the field.
Aaron Ashry getting set.
Ryan Eddy pushing way up as Denny Tishan drops a little farther back. Eddy tells him to go back up. And Ashry, big kick towards the center circle. Sanders gets a foot on it, but it only falls to Fair, who plays it through to May. Kucher intercepts the ball, carries it forward, tries to play it long, looking for Cannon, who cannot get it. Falls back to Chen. High foot by Farrow, but he gets the ball back, plays it around Dutchman's defense.
Down towards the net. Sliding save, Aaron Ashry.
Ashry collects it before a plainsman can hop on the ball.
What a great save there by goalkeeper Aaron Ashry as he kicks it up to center over the heads of many.
Ruben Chen challenges for the ball, and he wins it for the Dutchman despite the height disparity.
Tijan jumping on it, he'll kick it out of play.
Yeah, Bahan playing it safe. Ryan Eddy looking for the ball, who can advance it much farther up the field. He can once again showcase his deep throw-in. Looks like Ruben Chen is being subbed off for Kevin Huang.
That is Huang who's coming in.
Eddy barking to his players, looking for options. But he elects to throw it deep into the middle. Headed down. Oh!
And it
Headed
goes in!
in! Headed in by Evan, who gets the opener for the Dutchman with only 6:40 remaining in the first half. Dutchman extremely excited. The Red Sea and the parents are going crazy. Shen does not know what to do. I mean, they are undefeated right now. They really don't know much what it feels like to be down in a game.
That was an amazing play in front. The perfect throw-in by Eddy and the great finish. Not sure who was that got the tip.
Evan.
That was Evan.
Ball falls to Ryan Eddy, who plays it forward to Tijan.
Tijan with it. near the line.
Long ball through the middle, easily intercepted. Den Demulin battling hard for it, gets brought to the ground. Kevin Huang gets it, plays it through to Andrew Chekai, who takes just too heavy of a touch. Falls back to Huang, though, and Demulin. Demulin wins it back somehow. Falls to Tijan, who plays into the middle towards Cannon. Tries to keep it going across. Wanted to connect with maybe Chekai there, but they were not on the same page. Honan heads it forward. Falls to a Shen player, but Evan is right there to collect the ball and play it forward toward Cannon. No number advantage for the Dutch, but men are flooding into the box.
Cannon over for Chekai, couldn't go. And now one back up, DeMolin will shoot it wide, but it's picked up by Monroe, who gets ready to kick it or whatever he wants to do. And there's a punt
really high into the air, but not covering much horizontal distance on the field. Denny Tijan gets it, but it really leaves the Shenendahoa pinched into their own defensive end.
Play it for Ethan Bahan. Over for Nick Cockenides. Back for Jim Alexander. Alexander.
Shen carry it up the middle. Huang sliding in. Maybe a dangerous challenge, but Farrow gets the ball, advances forward. Their captain plays it into the box towards May, who collects the ball, but is just swarmed by white shirts. And the block by Shen results in a goal kick to Gilderland. We are in the final 5 minutes of the first half now. If the Dutchmen can keep the scoreline as it is, go into halftime up, take a break, then they can really come out of this and prepare for the win.
Ashery will receive the ball from the ball boy.
Ashery ball bounces, but it trickles its way through.
Alex Bruno trying to advance it up. He's picked off by Ford.
Huang with the ball, plays it up towards Cannon, who cannot collect it. Ball is played towards Alexander, who plays it back to his goalkeeper, Monroe, as Cannon rushes up. Almost gets it, but Monroe barely finds Alexander, who plays it forward.
He had a very good chance there as played by Aiden May, who gets knocked over. That's going to be a foul.
Nick Honan not arguing with that at all. He knows what he did. He's buying his team a little bit of time to come back and collect themselves. A ball this far back. Played short anyway to Alexander. Dutchmen step up. And ball played out of bounds by Shenendahoa. Looks like Alex Mendel subbing back on for Danny Tijan. They'll really need Alex to pressure Shen's defense for the last 3.5 minutes of the half. Big throw forward by Eddie. Falls to Demulin, who kicks it up. Alex Mendel trying to save it, cannot get there in time, despite his great speed and great hair. Orders for Mendel to drop back.
Ethan Bahan throws it in, but it's picked off nicely by Chekai. It's knocked in the air, knocked down by Cockenides. Now back up, Mendel.
Well done by Mendel, who plays it through towards Arnov, who just is not in the position to get the ball. Arnov stays around. Shen's goalkeeper rushes over towards the ball. Mendel stepping up, pressuring Alexander, who plays it back to his keeper. Arnov a little bit of light pressure as Monroe plays it out wide towards Mahan. Mahan carries it up, but Mendel right on his back plays it forward to no one but Ryan Spaghetti Eddie.
Nick Cockenides with it at center. I'll get over. Shen still with possession.
Ooh.
He's walking in, get it by, but he can't get it by. Adam Kucher in his way. Mendel has a pass deflected back into Shen territory. Noah Faro pressuring, but it's knocked back up by DeMolin.
Forward with some space on the side. A Shen plainsman right on his back. He keeps the ball, plays a diagonal ball, looking for Mendel, who was going to cut in around the defense, but unfortunately intercepted. Nick Honan
with
cuts it back.
sorry about that. Ford can't defend though.
Honan
Now
steps
check
up.
guy.
Ryanetti trying to close him down on the outside. Does so. Ball really stuck on the feet of Dumoulin there, and it falls back towards May, who just plays it safely back. We're within the final minute of the half now. Shen really pushing up all 10 field players in the attacking half. Ball cleared out by Gilderlin.
Played by
Towards-
Alexander.
Ooh. Ford pressures the ball, but it slips past him. Farrow with the ball. Cross into the middle. No one there. One Shen player there.
Noah Farr, great block by Brandon Ford. He gets
Kevin Huang getting really pushy. Ref doesn't see anything. Ball is played out of bounds as we approach the last 15 seconds or so of the half. Honan with the ball. He will dribble it to the corner, play it safely into the parking lot. Feel bad for the person who has to run and grab that.
I feel bad for the person who has to.
And that
Yeah,
is
hit-
halftime.
About to say I feel bad for the person who has to have their car hit by that.
Dutchman 1, Shenendahoa 0.
As we have reached the end of the first half here at Snyder Field, Göttingen leads Shen 1-0.